Prince William follows Queen's example by shunning BBC and Bashir. Prince William appears to be following the Queen's lead in his scathing attack on the BBC and Martin Bashir, as the monarch reportedly sacked the broadcaster over the Princess Diana interview years ago. William released a statement about the BBC last night, after the inquiry into the 1995 Panorama interview with Princess Diana was published. Interviewer and BBC journalist Martin Bashir was said to have acted in a deceitful manner and faked documents to convince the Princess of Wales to agree to the tell-all, according to the in-depth inquiry, known as the Dyson Report. Mr. Bashir showed fake bank statements to Diana's brother which suggested those close to the princess were being paid to keep her under surveillance. This was an attempt to gain his trust so that Mr. Bashir could gain access to the princess, according to investigator Lord Dyson. William has since released a video claiming that the program holds no legitimacy and should never be aired again. The Duke of Cambridge's words appear to echo actions reportedly taken by the Queen herself after the interview came out in 1995. Senior BBC figures believed that the corporation was sacked as the producer of the Queen's annual Christmas message as a reaction for the tell-all interview. Internal documents revealed that when the BBC bosses, who had sole responsibility for producing the message up until that point, lost this privilege in 1997 and 1998, they blamed the interview. While the palace maintained that it was only passing the rights to ITV as well because it wanted to try out fresh ideas, the BBC thought it was a public slap in the face, according to reports from the Sunday Telegraph at the time. The corporation reportedly refused to help ITV with the broadcast as an act of retaliation. A 1997 memo from Philip Gilbert, head of events, to Will Wyatt, the chief executive of BBC Broadcast, read, "It is widely perceived that the BBC is in effect being penalised because of the Princess of Wales Panorama interview and thus we do not give up our responsibility for the broadcast voluntarily but have to a degree been sacked." Buckingham Palace claimed that they wish to test the market and see what ideas ITV can bring to the Queen's speech. The memo, from January 10, 1997, continued, ITV, never having undertaken this project before, may wish to formally or informally seek BBC help or advice. I believe we should politely resist this at all costs. I have no wish to be churlish or professionally unhelpful to ITN, albeit a competitor. ITN produces all daily news programs on ITV, Channel 4 and Channel 5. The 1997 documents then confirmed 3 days later that Mr. Gilbert had been approached by Dame Sue Tinson of ITN, asking precisely the sort of things that I indicated in my note of January 10. He added, I have no option but to see her as I deal with her quite regularly. However, the BBC then told ITN, "While we have no wish to be obstructive, it would be unreasonable for the BBC to be expected to assist ITV given the broader circumstances." The corporation also appeared to try to warn the palace against stripping it of its exclusivity, and claimed that, if another broadcaster undertook the project, they would carry a responsibility for all aspects of both production and distribution of the Queen's Christmas message. Diana's interview was one of the most revealing insights into life behind palace walls at the time, as the princess lifted the lid on her isolation, mental health struggles and marriage behind palace walls to Mr. Bashir. The interview was watched by 21 million people at the time.